No, I'm just kidding. Good evening, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great December so far. Um, and do we have any announcements for your gaming, Will? I know your wife's usually the one there that's got stuff. So we will jump right into our everlasting rhyme. Last we left off, the party decided to light the boat, the East Haven ferry, on fire. Um, and after some crazy good persuasion and deception by one of the party members, they successfully got away with it without anybody knowing the wiser. Um, and we're told that to not leave town other than to perform the other tasks the town spokesman and militia captain have asked the party to do, which is to search for some missing fishermen. As I believe we ended right after you guys exited the dock, and it was, I'm trying to remember exact time of day. It was getting late in the day because everybody broke away to do their um, different stuff. So it was kind of like late afternoon. And 17, all of you guys notice. Well, actually, oh yes, Matt. Sorry. Share record. Bing! It's to everybody, but Punk's not in yet.
Yeah, I'm still updating.
Okay, well, we're just doing the chatting here. Well, you get in. Can I get a perception check?
Sure.
On all of us?
Yeah, everybody a perception check. Punk, would you like me to roll one for you?
Yeah, go ahead.
You didn't do good.
I'm still drunk.
Very much so. The snow kind of sobered you up right away. Are you having trouble there, Wolfric?
I'm working on it. Hold on. Never remember this shit.
Don't worry, I do the same. I forget stuff both on this and Roll20 all the time.
How do I roll perception? How do I roll it? Hold on.
Just double click on the. There you go.
There we go.
So everybody, but Punk, who is completely oblivious, as you look around, 17 was with the party. Now she's gone. You go to like turn around to say something to somebody, and you notice that there's only the four of you.
More than likely, she wound up back at the bookstore, didn't she?
Well, that's what my guess would be.
Nah. Let's just leave her.
Yes, let's leave her.
We're heading for the cave, aren't we?
No, we're headed to the lake to try to find some people that are missing. You know of a cave?
Yeah, didn't we? Wasn't there like a cave? I'm trying to remember from 2 weeks ago.
It was the
thought-
fortress. The fortress.
I thought there was a cave or something to the.
You heard rumors of caves along the coastline.
But that's
Yeah.
not the direction that the fishermen went.
Yes.
Oh. It is the direction that they went.
Yeah, we had talked about heading because it was in the direction that the fishermen. Somebody had walked up to one of us or something and told us about a cave just to the east, and it was going to be our next location for us to check out since it seemed to connect with the fishermen. But I can't really remember it too well. I just remember that's what we were gonna do whenever we cut out.
A group of other fishermen had reported seeing their boat pulled up on ice, not too far away from some shoreline that had a series of caves, is what you were told.
Then clearly we must investigate these caves. While 17 is at the bookstore, I think it's a good time to do it. Do you think we should just follow the lake?
Yeah, I think we just follow the docks and then it eventually comes to the cave, correct?
It's along the coastline, so they didn't specify how far, so it could be like right outside town. It could be several miles.
Yep.
They didn't specify like a distance. They just said that there's a series of caves to the east.
If I remember correctly, when we were conscripted or hired by the magistrate, she mentioned that the fishermen had dragged the boats out to the middle of the lake. So
you have to drag it out to the water. So the other fishermen had seen the boat pulled like off out of the water back onto the ice.
Okay.
And like so the boat was like pulled on the ice between the water, and like the set of like cave networks that
Okay.
That they could see like in the way off to the shoreline.
Then
But how far outside the town along the coast you have to go, you weren't told.
well, let's head that direction then.
I say we do it. Let's go.
Yeah.
There's four enough. That four of us. That'd be enough.
Don't have to worry about her falling down.
Yes. She is rather fragile. Wolfric,
Yes.
I understand that recently you have been engaged.
I have.
Weren't you
I haven't.
talking with a different clan about a potential marriage or something? Isn't that where you disappeared to?
No. That's why I left my clan,
Oh.
because my clan and the other clan do not get along, and yet a young person from that clan and I fell in love, and we had to separate to keep our clans from going to war. But I do go back to my clan to try to help them see the error of being distant from our other clansmen. There are other clans, but we are all the same people. There should be no animosity between us. And so I try to help my clan see that.
Interesting. Do not know much about this particular place. Infighting amongst the people seems pointless.
That's what I tell them. But they are proud people, and they are very competitive amongst themselves within the clan and with other clans.
Individualism and competitiveness are not traits that my people share.
Those are traits that our people adore and see above all others.
My people seem to encourage unwavering loyalty to the Queen and any decrees that she sees fit to issue. Not all of these decrees that she issues are ones that I myself agree with. So I guess I am at war with my people. But only because they are blind, do not think for themselves.
It seems we're in agreement. We have the same philosophy.
Perhaps we are similar in ways.
Yes.
Sorry, map's just being difficult. All right.
We were just filling the dead air.
I know.
Yes.
I was working on the map here. All right.
Whoa!
I'm just going to use Toshiro to kind of represent the party. But I
Oh,
have to all
no.
the maps so it doesn't see you there. So you guys are at East Haven right now. You've been told that you need to head east.
Along the lake.
Yes, along the lake.
Isn't that the direction we kind of came?
No, you came from the northwest. So you came.
Okay.
I
I get
so
you.
you came from Kaer Konig. So
That's
you
right.
followed that red path.
Whoa. That's a 5-foot thing just
Yeah.
showed up.
So yeah, you gotta travel. What you can kind of see is you can see that the ice. You can kind of see where it shows ice along there, and then the lake. In the center. So I don't know if you guys can easily tell where it shows the frozen part of the lake or not.
Yes, I can tell that.
Yes.
Who is leading the party?
Not Toshiro.
Isn't urine best at that?
I suppose so. Unless me and Wolfric want to work together on it.
Well, Wolfric can handle the weather just fine and can find his way around with no problem, so he should probably take the lead.
You guys can, one of you can roll with advantage if the other is helping. If you both want to take the lead and guide the other two.
Well, what am I rolling?
You'll roll a survival.
Survive.
I have a +6, by the way, so
I'm a +2.
I'll roll.
You roll at advance. I'll stand behind him because I can look over the top of him.
Ooh,
And are you gonna
20. Nice.
are you gonna walk out on the ice and kind of walk between the shore and the non-frozen part of the lake? You gonna walk along the shore or along the ice right by the water?
What seems
which-
the easiest to transverse?
I mean the ice would be flat, perfectly flat. So,
I'd say on the ice, but close to the shore, so it's at its thickest
Yeah.
or stablest.
it's gonna be easy to traverse, but due to its slick surface, you'll move at not half pace, but a slightly slower pace. But other than having to kind of slow down just to make sure you don't slip and fall on your butt, it's a pretty easy to walk across. And with Urine leading the way and Wolfric's assistance,
Toshiro's doing the whole like 5 or 6 steps and then slide, 5 or 6 steps and then slide, 5 or 6 steps slide.
you guys have no problem following the coastline. And it takes you a couple hours at the pace you're moving to finally come across what you can see to be a set of caves up ahead. And if Urine wants to roll a perception check leading the party. In the distance, you can see way up ahead the caves up on your right, and you can see looking slightly to the left, out kind of like towards where the ice goes out to the water, you do see a boat that's pulled up on shore, and it's pulled quite a bit in. Looks like they tried to pull it all the way with them, but kind of got tired and just decided to leave it where it was. So it's a good way off the water, but not quite halfway to the caves.
How many caves?
From that distance, you can't make out like how many caves are in this formation.
Okay.
You just kind of you can kind of see what looks to be an opening that might have a couple that you can tell at least has like one, but beyond that, it looks like rock.
Should we head to the boat and check for anything there and see if we see tracks to determine what cave they may have went into?
I think that would be a good idea. While you do that, I would like to head closer to the caves and perhaps do some stealthy recon.
All right, I head
All
for
right.
the boat.
I will move my way towards the shore, and then like right where the shoreline and the ice meet, just kind of stealthily move up to the caves.
All right. Who's going to the boat with Urine, and who is going is Tushiro going by himself, or is somebody going with him?
I'm fine with going by myself. I'm not planning on engaging anything. I'm just planning on trying to get a lay of the land and like a good look, essentially.
All right.
I'm gonna follow, but stay a little bit behind there. I'm not going out on the ice because at 390 pounds, 290 pounds, probably not really best on the ice.
So you don't want to travel too far out.
No.
So we're gonna go to Tushiro.
Ooh. New map.
So as you approach these caves, you can see when looking directly at them, you can see that there is on the far right, you can actually see where the water would normally funnel into the cave, but it's all frozen all the way as far back as you can kind of see.
Okay.
And then above you, I don't know how well you can tell on your map, but you do see 3 cave openings up a cliffside.
So there's a cave down low on water level, and then there's 3 more up high.
Yeah. So there's one water level because it's where water would have flown out of the cave, but it's frozen.
Okay. About how high are those caves up there?
Do a perception.
Okay. Uno momento while I get that part of my character sheet out. I can't tell for shit.
They're somewhere between 10 and 50 feet.
I'm trying to like not get caught, so I'm just like barely peeking my head out right in this moment in time. I don't know who might be watching me. All right. Can I make out the rest of the party from where I am?
Yeah, you can make out the rest of the
Okay.
party from where you were at.
I'd like to stay here and observe the entrance of the caves, but occasionally check on the party, and when they start to head this way, I'll go towards them after they've investigated the boat. But I want to stay here and see if I can see any movement or anything coming or going, or just kind of observe the caves for a few minutes.
All right. Are you gonna stay out in the open, or are you gonna try to?
I'll try to find a hiding position where I can see the caves, but potentially not be seen.
The only place that you would have a chance to not be seen is, I mean, to kind of butt yourself up to that cliff, but then you wouldn't be able to see up in the caves. You could go back around, kind of like around the rocky crag to the south, but then it's gonna be hard. Again, it'll be slightly harder to see the caves. You'd first sure kind of be able to see the ones up, but it would kind of block your view to that most southern one.
So either way, I lose. If I've lose a view of one of the caves. I think that keeping my
If you
eye.
want like a good hiding spot.
Well,
Uh,
I think keeping my eye on the upper caves would be more important than the lower cave for now. Because that would where, in my opinion, that's where an ambush would come from. So I want to keep an eye on the upper caves specifically. So,
okay, so you'll probably move back around
Yeah.
the corner just a tiny bit.
Yeah.
All right, that's kind of where Wolfric stopped as you got closer to the cave.
Yeah.
So as you go back, you can get around the corner.
All right.
Um,
I'll turn to Wolfric and just be like, I'd like to watch. There are 3 caves up on the side of the cliff. I'd like to keep an eye on them. Keep an eye on our party and let me know when they get closer. Then we will go back and share information.
Can I see them too? Oh, and Peyton,
Yeah.
did we have a long rest?
you have
Are we?
not had a long rest since you engaged the Durgar on the docks and then lit
Okay.
the boat on fire.
All right.
Okay.
How's the party looking?
I'm
Okay.
fine. I have all my stuff.
All right. So Urine and Braylon, you guys are gonna go check out the boat.
All right.
As you approach, as you walk up to it, you roll a perception check. All right. Looking through the boat, you can find fishing gear, the rowboats, and looking around, you see like scrapes across the ice from where the boat was dragged across it. They lead directly out from the boat in line to the water from the caves. But other than that, you don't see much there.
How long have they been missing?
A couple days now.
Based on how the weather has been, can we tell how much snowfall may have been collected in the boat or around it? To gauge
Yeah,
maybe when they got there accordingly.
With your rolls, you'd ascertain that your knowledge of a couple days is accurate to give you an exact time. You can't tell. There's you wouldn't have any way to know exactly, but it doesn't align up that they have this boat has been here probably not long after they went out to go fishing. So it's not like they
So
went
they didn't
out.
like fished for a long time and then retreated here.
Correct. Yeah. It looks like that they went out, were barely out at the water when they made their way this way.
All right. Can I look on the ground toward the caves? If I have to move snow out of the way, I will see if I can see any tracks or markings.
How large is this boat?
It's a big rowboat.
So it's just a rowboat? Okay.
Yeah. Sweeping snow out the way. It's just been too many days at this point to track any sort of footprints. Whereas like a rowboat being dragged across the ice leaves a big gouge through the ice. But the footprints, it'd be too many days to track that.
So there isn't much here. It looks like they just left all of their gear.
The fishing gear, yeah.
Okay. Doesn't seem to be much of anything here.
nearby caves. Now that we're closer, can we tell how many caves are near us now?
From your distance, roll another perception check. Yeah, you can looking at the caves. As you turn to look at the caves, you see at this point Tushiro walking back from the caves towards Wolfric's location, which is to the southern end of the caves. And you see 3 caves sitting up on a cliff side, and 1 cave down low where water would normally flow out of.
It's very suspicious that these people would immediately head out, then immediately head back in, and then to this area in particular instead of just heading home.
Mm-hmm. My thoughts exactly.
Okay, so Peyton, since I'm looking at I see the cave entrances. Can I tell how far up they are?
Roll a perception.
Okay, let's see. Skill. No.
They are all you gather the same information that they are out of hand's reach, but not so high they touch the sky.
What's the cliff look like? Can I climb up it?
That is
Is it like sheer straight up and down? And
with that roll, you wouldn't be able to tell from your distance.
okay.
From our far out distance, can we see anything in those caves up top?
From your distance, you wouldn't be able to see anything in them, but you would just be able to clearly, Braylon would clearly see the 3 caves, but you can't see anything in them.
Shall we head back to the others?
Might as well. There's nothing else here.
Yep. So we start heading back.
Has there been any sort of like movement or any indication of activity at the upper caves?
Roll a perception.
You know, I'm actually proficient in this, but I keep rolling like crap. See?
At the caves, you don't see anything. But as you kind of like turn around to double check on your party, you do see something in the sky making its way towards them.
In the sky, making its way towards them.
Yes.
Is it white and have really big wings?
No.
I'm gonna draw my bow and arrow, slap Wolfric, point at it, and then just start running towards my friends because I think that it might be attacking them. Can I get an idea of what it might be?
With that roll at their distance, not yet.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just like draw.
I'm gonna follow behind.
Start doing the whole waving my hands in the air and kind of like trying to point like behind and above them.
Braylon and Urine, you see Wolfric and Tushiro starting to run towards you. And as they do, Tushiro's pointing towards the sky behind you.
Alright. Can we see what they're pointing at?
Yeah.
Yeah, you at this point, I won't make you roll a perception. Tushiro, at this point, you can start to see, you see a harpy flying down towards them, and as it starts to get closer, you see another one kind of come out from behind it, and they start to swoop down. Roll initiative.
Oh dear.
Here we go.
Harpies.
Oh, my little harpies!
You know what?
Just in time to find out that all my spells for some reason have been deleted off my character sheet.
I don't mean to harp on you, but this is a really cheesy fight.
Let's see.
22. Now I roll high, of course.
Well, when it matters.
Does it really matter
It
though?
always matters.
I don't know if you have any creatures or anything like that out. So. I got like 6 different windows that I'm trying to manage here. It's always fun.
Man, you got all destroyed there. Trying to see if I have a good map to use just for. Simply because.
Oh my gosh! Wolfric's huge! My name is Wolfric and I am here to pump you up.
You up. I'm huge.
I'm huge.
I'm huge.
I've been hitting the gym.
Didn't know you were a runic warrior.
Those look interesting, by the way.
They do.
That is actually the Wizards of the Coast image for Barbarian,
Mine's
which I am.
Mine's actually a minifig that I have.
Mine's an actual Google searched image.
Oh, I Google searched mine too. It just came up. That was the one I liked. I was like, oh, it's actually in the book.
We had tokens and then they disappeared just a moment ago.
They're at the top of the map. Can everybody see the?
Nope, it's
Yeah.
all darkness.
Oh, there they are. Okay.
No, the Icewind Dale map.
Yep,
Yeah,
got
yeah.
it now.
Icewind Dale map.
Oh, and there's a couple of harpies.
I turned the grid on, so that kind of know for positioning where everybody could be.
Is there a measurement tool?
The grid's 5 feet.
Oh, okay. I take it they're not actually 30 feet away. Because they were coming
they're-
to...
10, 15.
So it's 20.
20
How
feet away.
high in the air are they?
They're, at this point, as they turn around, they're going to be 30 feet out from you guys. And they're still about 15 feet up as they kind of go down. They're coming in at an angle.
Let's see.
Tushiro, you are the winner of the initiative rolls.
Twang! Launch that arrow at one of those two mamma jammas in the sky. Whoa, I'm trying to grab my dice and drop it on the harpy. Oh, are you kidding me? Did I hit?
You did.
Wow.
As you loose your arrow, you strike the harpy right through one of its wings.
Here we go. I'm doing the southern harpy. Oh, minimum damage too. What's up with
Yeah,
that?
it was just like the tip of the wing. You just kind of like cut like the tail end of a couple of its feathers at the back end of it.
I'm gonna. They're not that far away, right?
They're 20, 25, 30, 35, 45 feet away from you.
All right. I want to move, like, up to
Is
there.
that a new?
Yeah, they've added a lot of new stuff.
Yeah, they did.
Like,
Like
how do I
on
get,
web,
how do I get my token to actually move?
let go of it, maybe.
Nope. It just,
Oh, okay. Move it. Wait, move it.
yeah.
I can approve your like. You show me where you want to move, and I can approve it now.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
So you can move yourself somewhere. I think it's to be so it doesn't show ahead of something. So if you're like, I want to move up to these caves, it won't show you beyond where you could already see.
Ah.
And then I can say yes, that's where you move without having. I like that feature.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
fun.
I'll
but
just line up next to
my whole
Braylon and
character sheet.
grab another arrow, knock it.
Okay, who wants these? I just denied somebody there. Just oops.
That's good.
You're up.
Who?
Me.
Yeah.
I'm just going to Toll the Dead, the one he just hit.
That's the southernmost one.
Yes.
You try to toll the dead, and nothing happens.
And
I'll be back before my turn.
I'm just gonna pull out my shield and get ready.
All right, now Wolfric, you're up.
I am going to move. Am I movement? 22. Yeah. I'm going to move here straight forward and prepare to attack. Pull out my great axe and wait for them.
So you're gonna ready the attack action.
Yes. Ready the attack action.
All right. Braylon, Wolfric just ran past you and Urine, and he looks to be taking a defensive stance in between you and the harpies.
All right. They're a little too far away for my liking. I'm going to ready my shield, which for some reason is coming up as a hand axe. I don't know why that's doing that.
You can also set your hands and offhands now. Weapons.
Really?
And it just yeah, that's what the hand is, and it adjusts your set damage accordingly.
Oh, that means it can be thrown. So why doesn't shields come up in the weapons section anymore?
Because the shield isn't a weapon.
Yeah, it's never been there for me. It's just the AC is just there if you have it equipped.
Yeah, you have your shield equipped.
Okay. So I pull out my shield, and I guess I'm going to move just right in front of Urine. And then I'm going to take the dodge action.
All right, so you pull out your shield, you step in front of Urine, you take a defensive position. This first harpy is gonna go flying. Being that Tushiro just shot it with an arrow, it's going to move up to him. Pull out its claw and swipe. With your bow, you're nimble and dodge right out of the way.
I'll do the Legolas thing and like smack it with my bow.
It's gonna grab its other claw and swing. You're gonna again smack its claw right out of the hand with your bow, and it misses. This harpy is going to move up to Wolfric. Wolfric, are you ready to attack action so you can swing one attack?
Let's see.
And you cannot do it recklessly. 12 does hit. Don't forget if you roll it over them, it'll 7. All right. Now, not happy with you. It is going to start singing a song. And everybody, I can just drop it on.
I was waiting for that.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if they fixed their targeting the system where you can just do that for everybody at once.
So, who did I have fail?
Apparently, Toshiro failed, which is stupid.
Yep, and
Urine.
Urine failed. So you are charmed by the harpy.
I have advantage on those due to my elven nature, don't I? My Fey ancestry. I did not roll with advantage.
You'll have to set it as an effect, like I have for my poison.
Okay, you succeeded.
I don't know how to do that effect thing.
I can show you after we're done.
So rolling with your advantage, you were successful in not being swayed by the harpy. Urine, you're the only one who is affected by the harpy song. At the beginning of your turn, if you're more than 5 feet away from the harpy, you must move in to within 5 feet of the harpy. You don't take opportunity attacks when moving. And whenever you take damage from a source other than the harpy, you can repeat the saving throw. And at the end of each of your turns.
Alright. I want to be within 5 feet of them anyways.
Toshiro, you are up.
Alrighty. Go ahead and drop the bow and arrow on the ground. Reach behind me, grab the katana, take a 5-foot step to the southwest, and do a 360-degree spin, slice at this thing. So I'm going to wind up moving there between the harpy and Braylon. And I want to try to katana slink.
That hits. You pull out your katana and do like a fancy spin and swing around and slash it right on that same wing that you had already hit. It screams out in pain.
Yeah.
Were you looking at something, Will?
No, that's all I have.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, my turn's over. I don't have a bonus action that I want to do right this moment in time. I mean, I have one, but I don't want to do it right now. So.
Okay, good. Urine, you must move within 5 feet of that harpy. And then at the end of your turn, you can repeat the saving throw.
Okay.
I'll roll for it, yeah. You succeed. You are no longer charmed by the harpy song.
I just shake my head, getting it out of there.
You walk up close, and as soon as you get in close to that harpy, you realize how terrifying this thing really is. And like it shakes you enough to drop the charm on you.
Nope, that's my turn.
Wolfric.
Let's see. So I'm gonna rage, and how on my? Can I just click somewhere on my character sheet in here to do the rage effect, or do I just need to add those in separately?
We'll have to add the rage effect.
Okay.
Punk's the one who knows that he's the.
I'm gonna rage. It gives me an advantage on strength and saves, and +2 damage. And I am going to attack
Or if you drop it right over the harpy, it'll.
with advantage. I'm going to take my great axe and I'm going to move it so I can. Okay, and then.
That hits.
And then I'm going to. That's a +2 attack. Oh, I'm sorry, it's a +2 damage.
Yeah, I'll add that
Yeah.
when you.
Oh, you'll add it?
Yeah, just roll the damage over the harpy, and then I'll.
All right. Oh.
21 instead. As you swing, you bring your great axe right down on one of the harpy's wings. You hear the bones crunch in the wing. Underneath, it lets out a terrifying scream. You can see in its one wing, you crippled that entire wing. Braylon.
All right. I'm going to move right here,
All right.
and then I'm gonna extend my right arm with a small root in it, and I'm gonna declare Thorn Whip.
Okay.
Cast it.
You reach out with a whip that just kind of like forms as you whip it. Forms, not thorns. A whip of thorns form as you kind of whip it out. It grabs onto the harpy.
And then I'm gonna pull it right in between all of the party members, so right in front of me. Other harpy.
You're doing the other harpy. You pull up the 10 feet. Is that the end of your turn?
It is.
All right, so you reach out, the thorns whip wraps around the harpy's neck, and you yank it straight at you. That's that harpy's turn. It turns to you, having just hit it with a hit. So it brings its first claw right across your chest. Then brings its second claw. And having just got hit with the first one, you realize to kind of back up as you see the second one. You quickly step back as it swings, missing, swiping diagonal the other way. Wolfric, you just crippled this harpy's wing. It is going to swing a claw at you.
If he went reckless, it has advantage.
I did not, because I had already attacked once. Because I had ready to attack, so I can't reckless attack. It was on my first attack, and since it wasn't my first.
No, you only get one attack per turn at the moment.
No. What I'm saying is I had attacked it first, just a regular attack, so I couldn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't reckless attack afterwards because reckless attack says on your first attack
Of the turn.
Oh,
attack
okay.
Turn.
Well, I had already raged, so I did not reckless attack.
Well,
That's
you,
okay.
you
You
rolled
hit
with advantage, so how did you get advantage?
Yeah,
Rage.
you did roll with advantage. No, rage doesn't give
Rage
you
doesn't-
advantage
You have advantage of.
on strength saves.
Oh, didn't matter. They were both high.
But it's going to
That was a.
roll again, see if it gets a crit. That one's a miss, but it did hit. And it's going to do 7, but it's halved. So 10 points damage total to you. And
How much?
it did 7, so then it halved it down to 4.
4, so I'm at 16. Okay.
You're at 16.
Yep.
Oh, health left. Okay.
Yeah, I have 16 health left.
17. Oh, okay. Alright.
And then it's going to come in with the second attack. Oh, I didn't advantage that. That's
Oh.
get a crit. Nope. I'm just gonna roll here so I can half it and then apply. So you take 3 more points of damage.
Okay.
Tushiro, you're up. You just had the one that you attacked yanked past you.
That's okay. I'm going to continue this spinning maneuver thing that I've got, but I'm going to pull the shield out this time around and spin around and just kind of like try to stab it right in its ugly chest.
That hits.
Nice. Does this thing
As you
look bloody yet?
Yeah, as you you stab it right, you go for the chest, but you hit it right through the shoulder
Okay.
instead.
Uh,
Uh,
it's
and it's as you pull your blade back out that hole that you just stabbed into her, you can see blood is just like gushing out of it.
okay. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm tired of this ugly, smelly thing, so I'm gonna go ahead and action surge, and just after stabbing it, pulling my sword out, and seeing that it's still there and being held by Braylon, I'm gonna kind of take the katana and do an upward swing right up underneath of it.
All right, that hits. Yeah, you swing that katana upward, and you just open its chest right up. It lets out a piercing scream and then just falls to the ground.
That's right. Disembowel it. And if it's dead, then I'm going to go ahead and move essentially around to that one.
All right. Urine, you feel just like some blood splat across your back as the one behind you was just sliced right open and let out a scream behind you.
All right. I'm going to pull out the Warhammer and take a few whacks at this one. I'll lay back.
Yeah, you pull out your warhammer, you bring it down on its other wing. You don't quite cripple this wing, but you do hear like some small fracturing in it.
And that's my turn.
Hammer time. Oh, no, great axe time for me. I am going to attack with the great axe.
15 hits. As you bring your great axe down, you bring it down on that wing that he had just kind of fractured, and you slice that wing right off, about halfway out.
Did you add my +2 for my rage?
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha. That's all I got.
Alright. I'm gonna ready my axe and move on up here. And then go ahead and just use my axe on him.
I have to ask you a question.
You swing your axe down,
Oh, by one.
and on that other crippled wing that's just barely hanging on, you bring it right down on that broken spot. It slices right the rest of the way through, cutting the other wing off, and the harpy just falls and thuds on the ground.
And can it not be dead? Non-lethal?
You want it to be non-lethal?
Yeah.
You can do a non-lethal strike. So you still like cut that wing right off, and it falls. You can onto the ground, unconscious. You can see it's still breathing, but it does not look very well.
Tashiro's gonna move in to stab it in the chest.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop you on that. And
Okay,
I'm
I want
gonna say, before you kill it, maybe
wait,
it has.
hold on. If you want to stop him, I want competing deck.
He said he was readying to stab it.
Yeah.
He didn't say he stabbed it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm moving in to do it, and I figured he had something to say, so
Okay.
I'm gonna hear him out before I actually stab this thing.
Perhaps it knows where the sailors have gone because it probably has an idea of it probably did something with them. So if we can get information from it, then you can stab it afterwards.
Not necessarily being from this realm, what would I know about these particular creatures, Dungeon Master?
Roll a. Oh, I'm gonna go animal handling at disadvantage.
Animal handling at disadvantage. Okay, sure.
Or nature. Sorry, nature.
That's
Or
fine
nature.
either way. Okay, nature at disadvantage. All right, that's at least a +3. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. They
I
have wings.
have my katana
Well,
like on
that
its
one doesn't
chest.
have wings.
Yeah, I got my katana on its chest, and I'm like standing over it. I look, the mask will like turn and look down at the beast. It'll turn and look at Braylon. It'll turn and look at the beast. It'll turn and look at Braylon. Fine, ask your questions, but I'm not moving my blade.
All right. So it's unconscious right now, right?
It is unconscious right now.
All right. I'm going to take the palm of my hand and just kind of place it on top of its forehead, and then whisper into its ear, "What do you know about the fishermen who own the boat?" And I'm assuming it will not respond.
Yeah, it's unconscious, so no response.
I'll go ahead and sheathe the. Well, no, I'm just gonna stay there for just a second.
They're conspiring.
I know.
It didn't work. Go ahead and kill it.
without hesitation, Tashiro's going to drive the blade through its heart. Just. And I'll even do one of these numbers, like, just to make sure.
As you like stab it like in its heart, in its like unconscious like state, it lets out a piercing like scream instantly, and then just dies off.
Flick the blood onto the snow around it, sheath the katana and the shield, and go pick up my bow and arrows. What was that thing?
Do I know what that thing is?
Roll a nature.
Nope.
Half bird, half human.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Do I know?
You can also roll. Anybody who would like to know if they know can roll a.
Wolfrick's the only one that might have an idea.
Wolfric,
Person I would rely on.
you would recognize these creatures as harpies.
They're called harpies. They have no mind of their own. They're evil hunters.
Hunters of what?
Anything.
Um,
Preferably sentient beings, such as ourselves.
Perhaps
you
that's
would know
what
about
happened.
harpies that they like to lure people in with their song, to trap them and kill them and eat them.
Hmm.
Yes, that's why you heard it sing, because they like to lure people with their songs and then trap them.
Even
They prefer.
in the
They prefer our
Forsaken
flesh.
realm where I am from, that is no song.
I thought it was quite nice.
That's what you get for getting plastered before you go on a mission.
Perhaps these creatures might have eaten the villagers. Since they have wings, it is probable that their nest would be located in the caves that we have located.
As you say that, roll a survival check.
Roll survival.
Everybody?
To Shiro, as he's talking about that they probably ate. Yeah, never mind.
You don't survive. Sorry.
Okay, so what's your perception bonus?
+4.
+4. Oh, you still want to know.
I still find it very strange that the people would have taken the boat over here.
If they were, as Wolfric says, lured by these things' song, then they would have dragged the boat as far as they possibly could to try to get closer to the creatures, because that seemed what Yearn did.
Yeah, but I would think that they would abandon the boat in general and just try to seek out the song, not...
Yeah, all I wanted to do was move toward it.
Regardless, I think we should still investigate the cave and perhaps the other caves. It is likely that we are to encounter more of these things.
Most likely.
Where there's one, there's always more.
Before we head out, I'm going to walk over to Wolfric and use Cure Wounds. Did that work? Yeah, it did. It just didn't show me the amount for some reason.
Heal 8 to Wolfric Stormreaver. Status wounded.
Yep, I healed him.
Yeah, I healed him, but normally it shows me my roll. It didn't.
Oh,
It's right there. Heal cure wounds in the chat block.
yeah.
Yeah, it shows you what it did, but it doesn't actually like show the dice roll.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh.
I've got a D8 4 plus 8 4 plus 4.
I think he means the animation.
Oh.
Or anything, yeah. It just appeared.
All right.
I guess we're gonna start heading towards the caves now.
I need 2 seconds because I have a dog jumping on me. So
Buy that dog its own chair already.
you think, right?
Or we'll technically buy him a new chair and then give the dog the old one.
Give the dog a chair. Give the dog a bone.
If you give a dog a chair,
We give a dragon a sheep.
if you give a barbarian a great axe. Come with all sorts. All right. I'm pulled up the next map I dropped you guys there. You're not that close yet, but I figured I would put you guys on that map so you can see what you see as you make your way towards there.
Shall I scout ahead and see if I can locate anything?
I'm back.
Sure.
Shiro will go into stealth mode and go up to the, try to sneak along this cave wall here up to the entrance and get a peek inside.
Which cave are you walking up to?
Well, I can't really ping it on the map, so it looks like just this southern one here.
They were really.
Let's see, I would say right about here.
So weird. So I wonder if it's during combat specifically. Because like here it didn't make you.
No, it didn't ask me for my movement, so I don't know.
See if Braylon does it.
Hmm?
See if it makes you approve since it's your turn in the tracker.
No.
Oh, I don't know.
Let me see if I do.
Maybe it's the type of map?
Oh, hold on. I put this sucker back on here. I'm full health. Now can you move?
Yes.
Yep.
Very interesting.
If I bring up the turn tracker. Oh, now I lost the other map.
Oh yeah, because
Weird. We're still figuring out Fantasy Grounds because, I don't even know what the heck I'm doing half the time.
yeah, they had a huge update. I don't know if it was the last couple days or right after we played, but they added the new features. It also gave me hints when I was loading in, which wasn't there before.
Can you reshare the cave map?
The old other map.
Yeah, because for some reason it disappeared by me clicking on the combat tracker.
Wait, this one or the other one?
The cave?
Oh, sorry.
There it is. Yeah, that's where I want to go. I want to go there and peek in.
Okay. As you peek in, from what you can see, the cave looks to head a little bit south, and then it looks to curve back up north a little bit, but you can't see around the corners.
Okay. Does there look to be any discernible way to climb up to the higher caves from here?
Now that you are closer,
Yes.
and you check it out, I know that there is, but I don't remember the DC, so let me.
Are you okay, my large friend?
Yes.
That creature seemed to hit you for quite a bit.
I've been hit worse, but I could use a rest at some point.
Scalable.
But I can hold out for a while.
You can see that along the cliff, you can see that there are areas you could use as handholds and footholds to scale the cliff. Looking at it at a closer angle, the oh, don't want to do that. No, no. Why is there no wall here? Hold on. Oh wow. Oh, they added windows. What? Sorry. They didn't
To the
put a wall. There
windows,
needs to
to
be
the
a wall. So.
walls. What? Is that like a cave up there?
Yeah, they didn't put a wall where there should be some walls. So I was gonna try to show you the cave openings, a little bit.
So instead we get the entire cave network practically.
Well, that little bit.
Alright, well I'll let them know that it looks like the caves go in a bit further, and it does look like we could potentially climb up there. Where do you think we should begin our investigation? On the ground floor or up high?
Well, being that they're flying creatures, I would think up high. I would think they would probably just have droppings and stuff of whatever they've eaten at the lower grounds. One thing.
Potentially.
Being closer, sorry, they're the two northern ones. Being closer and getting a good look at them, look to be about 30 feet high, where the southern one looks to be about 20 feet high.
I would like to head towards the southern cave, as it is a little bit lower. And
Yeah, I'll go with that. I don't like heights.
Yes.
let's go ahead and try to do our climby climb on the southern cave.
All right. Anybody who wishes to climb, roll a athletics check to attempt to all athletics or acrobatics. Yeah, I feel like you could dexterously
Oh,
climb
good.
some.
Should we send one person up first and then
Well, Toshiro has like no problem. He like quickly just scales that and makes it to the top. Um,
At the top, I
Yurin,
stop, turn, and look back down, and everybody's like sliding backwards.
you're yeah, Braylon. As you start to say that, you already notice that your companions have started to climb. Yurin, you get 10 feet up, and then you slide back down, taking 1d6 worth of fall damage. 3
I added it.
damage. Wolfric, you start to climb. You get about halfway, and you start to fall back down, but you're able to quickly grab yourself and hold on. You can roll another check to try to continue climbing.
As I'm standing up there, I will go ahead and grab the hempen rope on the side of my back, and I will throw it down to the people on the ground.
yes, I was gonna mention that. Okay, good.
Well,
That's what I was about to start saying. Whenever you all just started scaling the thing, shouldn't we just send one person up and throw it on a rope?
Wolfric, quickly as you get right to the top, a rope goes flying over your shoulder down below you, and you pull yourself up.
I will kind of like look at the rope, look at my arms, and then look at Wolfric and just hand the rope to Wolfric.
So I grab the rope,
All right. With your bigger
wrap it
body,
around my waist,
uh,
secure it.
anybody who attempts to climb can climb with the rope and have advantage.
While they're climbing, I want to stealth into the cave just a little bit.
All right. With Urine Dad, I mean he's in heavier armor. I want you. You can be at advantage, but you need to make a athletics check at advantage with his weight. You no problem. Like you feel the rope pull you, but you brace yourself and have no problem with him pulling himself up and not pulling you over. Braylon goes to climb
All right.
at advantage.
I'm gonna. I'll walk up to the rope and kind of get an idea of what the ground level is, and then I'm gonna tie the rope to myself. That way, if I fall, I don't actually hit the ground, and then make my roll for climbing.
Do I do the check too?
Nope. Braylon doesn't wear. With your
Oh.
14, you struggle a little bit, but you are able to get all the way up without falling. Wolfric, Braylon's significantly lighter than this dwarf in heavy armor, and you barely feel him try to pull himself up.
All right. Once I get to the top, I'll thank Wolfric for holding the rope, and then I'll untie myself and kind of look around, and I'll say, "Where did Toshiro go?"
I'll come back from the position that I took up, just kind of like, did I hear anything besides my really loud party members climbing the rope? Like, was there any noise inside the cave?
Roll a perception check.
Didn't hear shit. The dwarf was loud as hell, climbing up the rope. Oof!
Clang, 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 clang.
Oof! Clank, clank, clank. I'll come back over and kind of like grab the rope from Wolfric, start wrapping it up, hanging off the side of my pack. I would be able to tell if we were alone. I'll just glance at Urine, glance back at Wolfric. Let's go. Let's find out who's home.
Okay. I pull out my great axe.
Wait. Don't.
Who has dark vision?
Yeah, I do, and he does, and I'll point to Urine.
I do not.
Perhaps I should scout ahead?
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
Toshiro, pull the shield out, pull the katana out, and slink off stealthily down the cave a bit.
All right.
I want to stay. I'd say, why don't you light a torch, and I will stay just outside of the torchlight at head view.
Okay. Let's see. I got a torch here somewhere.
Torch is 20/20.
Yes, 20 bright, 20 dim. And I will stay just 40 feet ahead of them.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So to be right outside the light, you'd have to be here.
That's fine. Whoa! Boats everywhere!
Yeah,
With your stealth roll, you get up to a room.
Yeah.
You see this uneven floor ahead of you.
Okay.
Strewn with animal and humanoid bone.
Great.
Roll a perception check.
Yeah. Definitely looking around. Nope, this is a clear room.
The room is empty.
I would like to, stealthily move along the northern wall, maybe pause about halfway across the room, and wait for the party members with the light to get to the room. Like I'm hoping that like the light would awaken anything that might be in the room, and then I'd be in the room to be able to like surprise attack it.
All right, roll it. Roll another stealth.
That would be my goal here. Sweet, creepy,
Alright.
creepy.
So you get right. Go back a sec.
Okay. There.
You get here.
Okay.
And you see
Oh.
a dire wolf that appears to be sleeping. You have not woken it. Roll a perception check again.
Okay.
From looking at this wolf, it looks really scrawny compared to a typical dire wolf.
Then I want to like
Like not smaller, but
Yeah.
like
starving,
thinner.
Malnourished.
malnourished. Okay. Yeah. Then I want to
Hungry.
go back a little bit. See if I can stealth my way back out of this cave without waking him. Oh, that was almost a natural one. Oh, it was like 7.
Highs or lows?
We'll go with lows today.
And dice are in your favor. You like start to like tiptoe out, like, but you like kick a couple of bones
And just
across the
freeze.
floor, like clink, clink, clink. You like stop, look over, like the dire wolf shifts a little bit. You're like standing still, like waiting to see if it gets up, but then like it just kind of like shifts in its sleep. And then as soon as like you're like sure that it's done moving, yeah,
Breathe again.
tiptoe the rest of the way out.
All right. I'll go back and meet with my party members. I don't know how far they've gotten at this point.
If you moved up, you told them to move up so that you stay out of the light.
Yeah.
So everybody else roll a stealth check at advantage due to your distance.
Oh, geez. Go Wolfric.
Yay! That's some class maneuver there
It can
for
get
a
too far,
290-pound person to be stealthy.
Braylon starts to kind of make a little bit of noise, but Wolfric kind of just stops him before they continue. They didn't make it too far before you turned around. They would have only made it
All right.
a little bit, but now that you're up here,
There is a rather scrawny, starved-looking large wolf up ahead. Similar to the one that you can turn into?
So a dire wolf?
Sure.
What is beyond that cave?
I do not know. I didn't want to potentially
Do we
wake
need-
a
do we need
starving
to-
wolf and
Do
have
we
to...
need to go past him to go forward?
It would appear so, but I'm wondering... The creature might not attack if either
with
given...
your perception, Will,
Yeah.
let's see, how much of the cave did you see? You didn't necessarily see any way out through that cave. With how far you got, pretty far back there.
Okay. I think this one is perhaps a dead end. But I'm wondering if we might be able to... Braylon, you know about these sorts of things. If we were to potentially feed it, would it ally itself with us?
Maybe if I... you said it was different. Different in what way?
much smaller and scrawnier and hungry looking than you.
Well, being that I can transform into a wolf, perhaps it is a runt, and
I think this is due to lack of food.
malnourishment.
Yes.
Right, but perhaps because I would be more fit, I would be able to convince it to join us.
There is also the possibility that the creature is so starved that it would consider you competition for food and attack you.
There is that chance. We could trap it in a net before it wakes up. Does anybody have a net or anything?
No.
No.
Nope.
I feel like potentially bothering this creature would not gain us too much and take more of our resources than necessary. But there is something I would like to do just in case. I think perhaps if you guys wouldn't mind seeing if there's a path that we could find up to the next higher caves, since it's only a short journey from this particular cave to those ones. Or a shorter journey, at least. Does anyone have any rations that they wish to donate? I'm going
Sure.
to go try to feed this thing. Not necessarily
Sure,
myself.
I have.
Yes. I'll donate some rations.
I'll take whatever rations that the party members donate and put like 2 days worth of rations in it myself.
What type of rations are you giving it?
Whatever people give me. So like dried meats and breads, I guess.
Yeah, mine just says 10 days worth of rations, so I assume dried meat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jerky and whatnot.
Before we go into that, I need to use the restroom. I want to get some coffee, so why don't we take a quick break at this moment?
Okay. We are.
Is that you're good to go?
We're good to go. Yeah, we're back.
Oh, and just like that, no time has passed for anybody except for us.
It's time travel.
Magic. Not the gathering. All right. We left off with our party members discussing donating some rations.
Yeah. So Toshiro is going to go ahead and like take his katana sheath off of his back. He's gonna extend it towards Wolfric, and like as Wolfric reaches for it, he's gonna be all like, "I intend to get this back, but killing this particular wolf would not be an honorable kill. If you would please hold on to this until I return."
I will. And I take it.
Then Toshiro is going to make his way into the main room. I am gonna stealth right up to the entrance here, and then we'll just kind of like step out of view from the rest of the party. Once I'm out of view from the rest of the party, I'm going to take the mask off
Okay.
and set it on the ground. Then I'm going to stop being stealthful at all. But I'm going to walk really slow.
Okay.
Kind of like channeling the whole samurai warrior peace and calmness, like in any situation.
I get that you're not being stealthful, but are you trying? So you're not trying to not make noise, but you're moving slow.
Yes. Slow and like unaggressive, very like I'm going to move to the middle of the room and I'm going to take all of the rations and put them kind of like a nice pile right in the middle of the room, and I'm just going to kind of sit on my heels right there and
All right.
see what happens with the wolf.
I want you to roll a stealth simply to see if you make it to like the center of the room
Okay.
and like start making, a pile. So you get to the center of the room and like as you like start to like put this meat on the ground, you make a little bit too much noise, and the wolf's ears like perk up, and then all of a sudden it just jumps up, sees you, and starts growling extremely aggressively. It like you see that it's actually about ready to charge at you when it kind of smells, sees the food that you're like putting on the ground,
Hmm.
and like it pauses
So I'm
as you're like putting.
just like very calmly, just be like, I understand the pain of hunger. I understand the pain of suffering. Fear not, you will find no foes here. This is our offering to let us leave in peace from one warrior to another, and then I will just kind of like slide back away from it, staying on my knees and like, keeping my head low a little bit and away from it.
It's gonna move. It's gonna start growling at you even louder, but it's gonna slowly move up to the meat.
Just make no moves, but keep my head down, like not looking at its eyes,
As it,
basically.
as it gets about here, it is. I mean, it's gonna really like show its teeth at you.
That's don't make any sort of like aggressive moves or don't
Are
run.
you gonna? You gonna like back away at all? Or are you gonna
Yeah,
continue?
I'll move away another 5 feet and just
All right,
kind of
as
like,
it's almost gonna kind of match your pace as it growls at you. As you back up 5 feet, it's now gonna move up like 5 feet closer, and then wait for you to like.
yeah. Once I'm up against the wall next to my mask, I'll like kind of assume a sitting position right there.
It's going. It's gonna like grab the meat, like pull it back, like to the little back of its den,
Okay.
and kind of like eat some of it. And I mean, it's gonna look at you like roll, roll an insight.
Okay. Sure. I am not proficient with this, so this will be good. Yeah. I don't know what it means.
And you can tell that while it's not attacking you, it is not happy you're still in its cave.
And then I will go ahead and grab my mask. I will nod to it, and Toshiro Yuta wishes you an honorable death. I will stand, formally bow at the waist. When I stand up, I put the helmet on and exit the cave. Come back towards the group. Extend my hand towards Wolfric.
Dead, so that's good.
Well, it seems this particular creature is been through some rough times as of late. I think parting now would be a good thing.
And there's no way through that chamber into another.
I see no reason to go any further into this particular cave.
You having fully walked into that center of the cave, you got a good enough look, and you're for sure there's no way through like that. You're 100% sure that dead ends.
There is nothing here except for an unhonorable death for a creature just trying to survive. There are no exits from this particular cave.
Then I see no reason to upset it anymore.
I wish to thank you all for the additional rations. It's a very honorable thing to do.
All right. Guess we'll head back on this way.
Toshiro will pull out his dagger and kind of use it as like an ice pick and try to see if he can spot a path up to the next cave.
I'm
I'm gonna put the lantern out so I can save it. I'm sorry, the torch. and extinguish the torch so I can save it for later. Yes, I'm working on a torch card right now.
Nice.
Alright, I'm gonna kind of look down at this hill and I'm see the 20 feet. I'm gonna be like, I do not want to climb this down, but alright. So it doesn't look like the other ones are above this one, so we'll probably have to climb down, then back up.
Unless there's a way to like pick a path across to it.
Looking at being already up, you can look and see that it would require, a check, but it probably would be easier to just kind of scale, the side. You can see some areas where there's just enough room to get a foot and some hands. It wouldn't necessarily be easier than going like down and back up. It would be quicker because you don't have to go down and then back up.
Toshiro will try it. If I fall, I fall.
Before he goes, Yiren comes up, taking his own rope out, and hands him the end. Tells him, tie it around you, so if you do fall, we can at least swing you back this way so you don't fall and plummet to the ground.
I appreciate that.
It does go up a little bit. The next cave is 30 feet up, whereas
Right.
this one was only 20 feet.
Before I go, any words of wisdom?
Don't fall.
I was looking to see if you had like the
Don't die.
Oh,
the can.
what?
I
I'm
don't.
to you and give you guidance.
That's what I was looking for. Thank you. Words of
Yeah, I know
wisdom.
what you were looking for, but I don't got it, so.
Thank you, Braylon. Braylon,
Braylon
you're
comes
more
up to
like,
you,
try
gives you a
there.
pat He gives you a pat on the shoulder, and you get a little boost of confidence.
Okay.
So roll you can do athletics or acrobatics, whichever you prefer. Plus 1d4.
Acrobatics. I do not think I need to use that D4 right now.
Well, it's on your next check.
Yeah, might as
I'm
well.
pretty sure. So it's
Woo!
used up either way.
Total of 21. Boo-doo-doo-doo. Climbing a mountain.
You make it.
Pa, pa, pa. I hear tap, 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 tap. Uh-oh.
Tappity tap tap tap.
Alright, who's next?
Hold on a second. I'm
We
trying
have
to
a
remember
rope.
what type of pack I picked because for some reason it's not in my inventory. I just see a.
I think it just dropped all the items from the pack in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all it does.
Okay, so it doesn't. Obviously, I got an explorer's pack and not a dungeoneer's pack then, because I don't have any pittons, or else I would pin the rope here in the wall. But no worries.
You're next, Urine?
Well, I'm holding the rope, so if you're
I
lighter,
can hold
you
the rope. I can hold the rope.
Still be better if he goes across first, so there's more support on that end.
Alright. I'm gonna give guidance to Wolfric then.
Okay. Let's see. Which check was it? Athletics?
Or acrobatics, whichever you prefer.
Okay.
You successfully scale the wall over here.
And when
Right on.
when Wolfric comes into view again, I'll pass him the rope, knowing that eventually the dwarf has got to come.
Is there
Who's got
any?
the other side of the rope?
Yeah, basically, we're both holding both ends of the rope so they can
Yeah. It's like
help scale with it.
probably would be Braylon be the next
Yeah.
person to go.
No, I'm not going. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get. Is there anything for me to tie this rope to?
Looking around, you could probably find like a rock and you grab it. You make sure this is part of the cliff, the cave system, and not just like a rock on the ground. You can try to roll a survival to tie a knot around it if you'd like.
All right, I'm gonna do that. That's secure.
You tie it around. You're confident in your skills to tie it.
And then I'm gonna hold on to it, and then I'm gonna tap Urine on the shoulder to give him guidance as well. And I'm gonna say, "You're next," and to tell the group whenever you get across, not to attack the giant spider that's going to follow.
Okay.
You successfully make it across. You go to use the rope though to kind of assist you, and you notice it kind of just tugs and falls off. And you're glad that you had your own good grip.
All right, and then I am going to shapeshift into a giant spider and climb across the.
Wait, when Urine gets there, what does he say?
Apparently, there's a spider coming. Don't attack it.
As soon as that's said, like Tashiro's got the katana and the shield out, and like looking around. I hate spiders.
All right, I'm gonna shapeshift into a giant spider and then scale the side.
I just collect my rope up and put it away.
Yep, with your climbing speed, you have no problem just and around the corner. You guys see a giant spider. You actually feel a 10 by 10 square.
See, spider.
Tashiro kind of shivers.
I didn't pick the small one either. I picked the giant one.
Then he's gonna just shake his head back and forth and same thing as last time. Try to stealth into the cave and see what he can see.
And I'm going to go on top of the ceiling and follow along.
And I'm going to light my torch again.
I need to
As-
get a stat for that.
As Wolfert goes to light his torch, Aaron will just reach out and tap it with light so we can save it. But it's still closed.
Bing! Ah, shit.
So
You tapped my torch?
Yeah, so you holding
Or
light.
you okay. Okay. All right. I can cross that off. All right.
did it add the correct? Modifier to that?
Well, I'm going to assume you don't have a +7.
Right, but shouldn't it be 3 plus 7?
Guys,
I think that's just it straight up with proficiency.
Fleur, can you control that token or that NPC?
I can.
There is a giant spider. For you.
It's on the ceiling. Stab it.
And you should be able to access all the rolls you need in the combat tracker for it.
Yeah, I can.
So
I already have
Tashiro,
this.
as you're walking, you can like kind of hear the movement of a spider above you.
Yeah, clack, 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 clack. And Tashiro's just not looking up right now. What do... this is a path.
You see a path leading forward and a path leading to the north. I guess a path both could be forward, but
One to the right and one to the left, essentially.
Yep.
Toshiro will look up at the spider, point to the one to the left, point to the spider, and point to himself, and point to the one to the right.
Is there any sound coming from either one of them?
Nope.
Well, my past perception, I can see them both. So
I mean, you can see them at the moment. They haven't gone out of your sight. All right. Hold on 1 second. We'll go with the giant spider. As you round the corner, you see what looks to be like a room in here that has 3 ice-covered pillars in the center of it.
All right. Do I see anything else besides pillars?
Other than that, the room appears to be empty. Tushiro,
Mm-hmm.
as you start to go down, you see ahead of you a stone bridge.
Are there any tracks?
Looking down, you don't see any tracks.
Okay. I want to carefully stealth up to the stone bridge.
Roll stealth.
I'm horrible at that right now. It's like all my good rolls were used earlier. I'm like walking along. Do 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 do.
Looking down, you can see ahead of you. You see the bridge, and you can kind of see ice.
How far down does it look?
Oops. 20 feet down.
20 feet down. All right. Does there look like to be any traps on the bridge? Does the bridge look safe?
Look, do a perception check.
Sure. Really?
It looks completely safe.
They're fine.
I mean,
You
we're in a
would trust-
cave, right?
You would trust walking over that bridge with your life.
We're in a cave, right?
Yeah.
So grab a handful of rocks and then like throw them across the bridge.
They like skitter across the ground, and some of them that slide to the left and right slide to the ground. Some slide straight across.
Okay. Nothing happens, then I'm gonna go back and check in with the rest of the group because clearly
I
that
might
is a
keep-
man-made structure.
I'm gonna keep. Heading on. And I'm stealthing across the ceiling. I rolled a 12 originally. Do you need me to keep rolling or anything?
I'll let you know when you're good. You going across this room, it still appears just to be
An empty room.
empty room.
Okay. What about over here? Do I see anything this way?
You see the path goes straight. There is a path to your right, and then past that it curves to the left.
Do I have any senses besides?
10-foot blind sight and 60-foot dark vision.
I'm gonna slowly peek around the corner.
All right.
Do I see anything?
As you peek around the corner, the cave looks to open up into a room, but can't really tell how big of a room.
Alright, I don't see anything.
You do not from your position.
Then I'm gonna come over here, and since I know that this is safe, I'm gonna peek around this corner here.
all the way up north. Up there.
Hmm?
So you're gonna continue into the hall.
Yeah, I'm continuing in the hall, and then I'm just peeking around this corner of the hall.
All right. As you peek around the corner, get a little peek of the room. The room appears to be empty. But you do see some drawing on one of the walls.
Drawings. Do they have any? Can I tell what they are?
Let me see with your spidey senses.
What can I see with my spider eyes?
Your spider eyes. Roll a history.
Do I just roll that from my? What is that?
Yes. When you are wild shape, you retain
It's
your
intellect.
mental.
Okay.
You retain your mental stats. You
I
cannot tell what these drawings are. They look to be some stick figures. That's about as best you can tell.
All right, but there's nothing else in the room, so.
Correct.
All right. In that case, I'm gonna head back.
Once the spider gets there, we can go ahead and. I think the other group can see us. We should be within 40 feet of them, so we'll just kind of like.
Yeah, the Urine and Wolfric see Jushiro waving at you,
I guess we're good to go.
and he like doesn't stop moving his hand until fully. He's just like, "Come on, come on!"
So we'll follow.
I'm not entirely sure what it saw, but there is a bridge this particular direction that seems to traverse a frozen stream. If there is any indication of, I guess, humanoids, it would more than likely be this direction.
What did you see beyond there?
I didn't cross the bridge as of yet. I wanted to let you guys know that I was going to go across the bridge and see what else was there. Look up at the spider. Try not to make eye contact with it, but you can't really tell because of my mask. And be all like,
Which eye?
exactly. Not if you saw anything worth checking out.
Okay, in that case, I'm not gonna do anything.
I'm gonna go across the bridge then.
All right.
He does that while sprinting away from the spider.
He's like, is everybody gonna follow him?
Well, he didn't say
Yes.
not to.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Oh, wow, that was a really horrible stealth roll, but I'm gonna try to stealth across the bridge.
All right.
Can I tell if the bridge looks
Stop right
dangerous?
there, William Toshiro.
What's that?
I said stop right there.
Okay,
Uh,
stopping.
There we go. Roll a athletics check, please.
Athletics check? Oh no.
Sorry, not athletics. Roll a acrobatics check.
Acrobatics. I can do
Nothing's gonna cave in. Hopefully, you're like Legolas and can jump across boulders.
No.
Um,
Oh, phew, it's a 12.
as you go to like walk over the bridge,
Yeah.
you realize that the ground is like kind of covered in ice, and you start to slip,
Okay.
but you catch yourself like at the last moment and like are able to finish getting across.
Ah. So it's a pretty slick bridge, huh? It's like an ice bridge.
All right.
It's a stone bridge.
Ah. But it's got ice on it.
Seeing Toshiro slip, I'm gonna fall down onto the ground, and I want to extend webs over the ice to grant the other party members who'll cross the bridge some webs to stick to. That way, they don't have to worry about the slickness of the bridge.
Okay.
Ooh.
Let's see.
Nice move.
Just a little bit of traction.
You're able to cover the bridge in some webbing, for people to more easily walk across.
All right, and then I will follow.
It looks like I've found some papers.
Um, Wolfric and Urine, you guys are able to walk across without like worrying about slipping, but like each foot as you step, you gotta like really struggle to get it back out as it like it's stuck in the webbing, and then you get like so it takes you a little bit of time to get across that bridge. But you do so safely, so slow and steady wins the race, right?
Yep.
Um, in this room, as Shiro already noticed, you do see a bed along the eastern wall, along with the remains of a campfire on the southern wall. And on the ground, you do see some papers. They look like they are partially burned a little bit.
I'll gather them up and see what I can discern from them.
What languages do you speak?
I
read.
do not speak Dwarven.
Um, that was a good guess. You cannot read it.
Tashiru will sigh deeply, turn around, see Urine walking into the room, and just kind of like extend his hand while you come in the room, and then go check out the sleeping bag.
Aaron will take the papers and look over them.
All right. There are three papers. Um, each of them have something different written on them. You pull up the first one. It reads in Dwarvish. These caves are sacred to the frost giants. The carvings on the wall suggest the giants came here to drown themselves. Did they use these hot springs as a sacrificial pool? Question mark. The wind. You then move on to the next one. The wind truly sounds like a wailing woman. One could easily go mad in this place. And then you go to the next one. I think there's something living in these caves. Shortly after discovering the hot springs, I heard what sounded like a granny singing. When the song ended with a shrill laugh, dread sunk its teeth in me. Ye gods, the horrible crackle. I shall leave these caves in the morning and never return.
He looks over the first page. Suiciding giants. Then he reads over the second and third. Songs and wailings through the caves. That's it.
I want to check out the bedroll and like dig through it to see if anything was like left behind.
Roll a investigation.
Oh, of course. Let's see.
Searching through the bed, it looks like anything of value was taken with it, or with whoever bed it belongs to when they left.
Is this fire lit?
No.
Can I touch the embers and the coals to see how cold it might be?
You reach out to touch. There's no sign of warmth coming from the fire.
Perhaps we should investigate the lower cave. Any indication of why a person would have a camp here? Urine?
Whoever wrote the papers seemed intelligent. It was a lot more. Just trying to find the right words, as am I.
Did Urine read those pages out loud so we could all hear them?
Yeah. Well, I
He
summarized.
stated-
Okay.
I was just wondering whether or not
Sounds like,
the rest of the
sounds like
party
he was
knew
afraid
about
of
the.
something.
Well, the hot springs was the thing that I was curious whether or not Urine read out loud.
I will go over it and
Okay.
say, sacred to giants, frost giants, and they seem to come here to maybe kill themselves or something in the hot springs.
Well, perhaps we should locate these hot springs that the letters speak of. If these fishermen aren't actually missing and rather taking a holiday at the hot springs, then
So I'm going to go back to the opening of this cave right here. And the webs are there still webbing here that I can step on?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to step out into the middle and I'm going to look both ways. Do I see
Uh,
anything?
Looking down to the south, you can see the cave. The river flowing through the cave. It goes out of sight to the west. But right as it does, you can see across from it just the sliver of a tunnel. And then to the north, you can see that it goes up north a little bit and then curves to head east. And then you lose sight of it.
And the cave at the beginning where it was a river but it's ice, it seems to be where this is leading. Going down, to the downside of the map. Does it look like it turns and heads that way?
Roll a history to see if you can remember when passing that cave.
History. No.
Water comes in one way that you saw, and water goes two different ways this way.
Gotcha. So
perhaps we should use this particular spot to take ourselves a short rest before we explore further. There is already a convenient campsite here.
yes. The campfire that's out, is there any burnable material in it?
There's some half charred wood.
Okay, I'm gonna use my torch, which is. Well, I guess no, the torch isn't lit because it's a light.
It's
stuff.
magically lit.
It's magically, so it's not actually on fire. Well, I'm gonna start a fire in the campfire.
Okay.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll a survival to try to get a fire going.
I will go over to Braylon in spider form. Perhaps we should take advantage of the fact that we're already this far into the caves. Can you perhaps build us a web that would allow us to descend from the bridge to the river?
Also, I'm not asking this in the thing, but is the river frozen over or is it running?
It is frozen as you pass.
So I'm gonna go over here, and then I'm going to use let down a web that reaches from up here all the way down below.
All right.
Probably just write them down. It's big enough.
You start shooting some web. Are you gonna just make a rope, or are you gonna try to create webbing along the wall to climb down?
I was just gonna put down a rope.
All right. So you can get some web and create like a rope for you
In
guys
fact,
to climb
I'll
after.
just so I'll just stick to the so you know how spiders they create those safety webs whenever they're falling. So I'll just stick to it, and then I'll just descend myself down to the water below, and then as I make contact with the ground, I will fasten it to the ice below.
All right. And you guys are gonna then take a short rest, correct?
Yes.
I
Is
know
that still the
Wolfric
plan?
primarily is the one that needs it.
Yes.
I could
I need a short rest.
I could benefit from it because I would get, I believe, my action surge back. But I wanted to go check out the caves that the spider had gone and checked out. I just casually just kind of walk around a bit.
I don't have my player's handbook by me. Plur, do you have the information on how long your um
The webs last?
your wild shape lasts?
That's half druid level, I do believe.
I do believe
Yeah,
that
so
as
it's
well.
an hour.
So, you would be about 20 to 30 minutes in at this point. You do gain your wild shapes back on a short rest. So after creating it, if you were to de-wild shape, you could get it back.
Then can I use a hit dice of healing back?
As soon as we do a short rest.
Wait, I get my wild shapes back on short rest? I thought it was only long rest.
Nope, short rest.
Circle of the Moon lets you.
Yeah, circle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not used to playing the circle, so okay. Yeah, I'll then resurface up here, and I will begin to change from red to a gray, and then eventually pigmentation begins to sprout on my skin, and then I will become my former self as Braylon.
That even makes Yerin cringe.
Huh?
It makes Yerin cringe watching the transformation.
Toshiro wandered into this room. Could you re-explain the images on the wall?
Roll a. You see stick figures.
Okay.
Roll a history.
Probably from the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, history, nice.
Yeah.
So they're on the north wall up
Okay.
here. Looking at these, you can ascertain that these are drawings of giants who show themselves wandering in, wading up a river that contains hot springs at the end, in which they drowned themselves.
Suiciding giants.
What do I know about giants that would make them want to commit suicide?
Roll a history at disadvantage.
I was gonna say, because, like, yep, yep, suiciding giants, yep, sure, that's a thing. Okay, I'm gonna go back and meet with the rest of the group because, like, I don't even know what to make of that. That's a little weird. Toshiro doesn't really believe in suicide, so, like, the fact that giants are doing it is even more weird.
And then anybody who wishes to gain the benefits of a short rest can gain the benefits of a short rest.
Yay, action surge back.
Okay, so how do I do that on my character sheet?
Main page at the bottom beside HD, just pull that dice into the tray.
Oh, cool.
Perfect.
And I get all my wild shapes.
Hey, that put me all the way back to full strength. Nice. I'm healthy. All right.
I'm not exactly sure why giants
I
would
see,
be
yeah.
walking up a river to commit suicide, but it does seem to be that is what they did. Should
These
we
papers say this place is sacred to them, so
should we perhaps travel north or travel south once we descend?
Well, to the south was that cave that we could see.
Yes. But the drawings seem to indicate that the giants traveled the river to the end and then encountered the hot springs.
we'll probably go from ice to water at some point if we're walking across it.
Perhaps, but I do believe that normally this water would be flowing. Perhaps whatever is happening around this area is causing this water to freeze, so the hot springs themselves could be frozen. And not so much.
That could be part of Arl's curse.
Who?
The person who caused the Everwinter or whatever.
The Frost Maiden.
Yes, the Frost Maiden.
As a resident of Icewind Dale, he knows of the at least believed cause of the everlasting rime.
Who is this individual that you speak of? Giving your dad an opportunity to roleplay there, Peyton.
I'm trying to. I know, but how do I? I'm trying to think what the.
The resident of Icewind Dale, you know exactly who Aril is, the Frost Maiden.
The Frost Maiden. There was a time when Icewind Dale was not always icy. There were 4 seasons. And then the Frost Maiden came and cast a spell upon Icewind Dale, and we've had winter ever since. And that could be why this is frozen now.
That sounds very logical. I would like to potentially travel south before we travel north.
You want to travel south?
Yeah. I would, because I think, correct me if I'm wrong here, Peyton. From what I can see on the map, I imagine we would be able to see that cave entrance down there.
Yes,
Okay.
Wolfric. I know Wolfric specifically saw it because he went and looked up and down.
Okay.
The
that
caves.
has my interest peaked from a player standpoint. So I would like to investigate that before we travel north, but I think traveling both directions would probably benefit us.
Oh, I completely agree.
Cave is closer, as far as we know, to whatever could be north. So
then we shall use our spiderweb ladder to descend from the top realm to the bottom. Punk.
Which way are we headed?
south.
South. And it is frozen, so I can walk on it.
Well, I can't anti-slick this area. Being that.
Well, not now. You're not in spider form.
Yep. Exactly.
Hold on one sec.
And just then, the ice breaks and we all fall in.
Ah, no.
What a world! I'm melting.
I'm frozen.
It is difficult terrain, being ice. So you do have to move at half speed.
That's fine. Creepy, 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 creepy. Oh. So it doesn't connect. I thought it did connect right there.
Actually, Toshiro, what you're seeing is a drop off.
Oh.
The
Okay.
waterfall.
So, like, are we on the high side of the waterfall?
Yes. So you can kind of see that it looks like the water kind of curves downward, and then as you approach,
Oh.
While you approach that, I'm gonna stand here to
Interesting.
make sure something doesn't come out of this cave.
Huh.
Man, you slip and fall off the ice.
So if we had come in that way, we would have to try to climb a frozen waterfall. Essentially, it was what it looks like to me.
How high of a waterfall?
Yeah, good question.
Looking down, it only looks to be about 10 feet high.
Just nothing for a giant.
Nah,
All right.
I got this. No, but
Then get into the cave and draw the katana and the shield and look at the rest of the party, and I'll be back. Adjust my sunglasses in stealth mode.
As you get about there, you realize that in front of you are like really crudely carved steps in the ground as it starts to raise, going up.
Are they human-sized steps? Or giant-sized steps? Because that makes a difference.
They're not giant-sized steps, but they are fairly large steps.
Okay.
I
Well,
don't want to say giant size, but
Yeah.
you would imagine that like they're kind of an in between and can accommodate anybody.
Okay. I'll put my back against the northern wall and start slowly up the stairs, trying to be on guard.
you gonna let anyone know so we can move at least a little farther forward?
Not yet.
All right.
If you guys come forward, I can't stop you.
Correct.
I'm not near you guys, so come forward if you want to.
But that means more climbing, which means more heights, and I can do with that.
In front of you, you see a room.
Ooh. Okay.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Perception.
I'm gonna slowly, with my torch, move forward to where the steps are.
In this room, you can see that through like there's some small bits of light coming in through the ceiling.
Okay.
Sorry. I just went through the natural fissures in the ceiling are allowing some light in.
Mm-hmm.
And looking around, you can see blood on the floor here, along with skeletal remains. There looks to be some remains of fish, some trout, knucklehead trout, some humanoid skeletons, other bones of small animals and birds. And then you also see Sitting among all of this, in the middle of the cave, is a frost giant skeleton, partially encased in ice.
Do I happen to see any feathers of the creatures that we encountered outside of the cave?
Say that one more time.
The feathers of the creatures that we encountered outside the cave.
The
Nope.
harpies.
The harpies. Okay. Can Wolfric see from where he is?
Yeah, he can see you up the stairs.
Okay. I'm gonna turn around to Wolfric and I'm gonna be all like this. I'm gonna point to the room and myself. I'm gonna point to you and I'm gonna go like this.
As in stop.
Yes, and as in like stay there. I'm gonna go look around real quick, kind of thing.
And I'm gonna go like pointing to the people behind me. Like, okay.
Then
So I am gonna move back to where I can see these folks and wave them forward. And come back to here.
Okay.
To the bottom of the steps.
How far is it to that frozen frost giant?
It is in the center of the room. It's going to be. You see that?
No.
Come on, there we go.
Okay. Does there seem to be any sort of like high up shelves or like caves?
Caves? No, the only cave you see is that across the other side of the room.
Uh-huh.
The cave continues.
So there's no high up like shelves where something can sit and like on a perch?
Nope.
The floor looks fairly just icy. Like there doesn't seem to be like holes or anything in the floor, or cracks.
The floor doesn't appear to be like icy or anything.
Okay, then the stealth roll is to get to the giant body, and I want to use it as cover.
As you get up to that skeleton, I don't want to do that.
Shitballs.
No. Turn that off. There we go. Let's go.
What the hell?
It's laying on the ground, half frozen in the ice.
Uh-huh.
And as you get up, as you stealth into the room and get up to it,
Yeah.
What weapon did it have? Has its great axe comes and swings, but not at you, at the ice encasing it.
Crunch?
Roll initiative.
Oh, fuck. It's a frost giant frozen in ice. And I can just click on initiative, right?
Yeah, you just click it twice.
There it goes. Oh my goodness. Look at that.
Do we all roll initiative?
Everybody can roll initiative.
Okay.
It'll start on Tushiro's turn. Well,
Okay.
damn, the high initiative. Always.
Not necessarily always, okay? It's the only time I really roll well seems to be in combat. Like, the rest of my rolls suck.
I'm just gonna hang out here and wait for everyone else to do something.
So Tushiro's up first. and which is good because you were going to be up first no matter what. It just depended on where we started the initiative.
So this giant seems to be frozen in place, correctly?
Half frozen in place.
And it's
Didn't you say he broke the ice, or he just attacked
he
it?
he
He
attacked.
swung and hit the ice, and some of the ice cracked.
Okay. Can I guess how long I have until this guy gets free?
Roll a perception check. Survival.
Okay.
Let's see if you can understand how.
Ooh, natural 20.
With that roll, you saw that first swing
Yeah.
hit, and guessing based on like how much damage that did, and looking at the rest of the ice, you estimate, and you're about 95% sure that ice can take 2 more hits before it is free.
Wolfric! I need you! Then I'm gonna take the katana, bang on the shield, bang, 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 move towards the other side of the room, and take the dodge action. I want it to try to attack me instead of the ice. I want to try to keep it where it is.
So you're trying to taunt it?
Yeah, essentially like taunt it towards me. I'm taking the dodge action specifically and like trying to get it to face away from where the rest of the party members are coming from.
Okay.
That's my action right there.
Urine, you heard Tushiro scream for help. Specifically Wolfric's help, but you can assume he wants everybody.
No, I'm just gonna sit right here. All right, so
You wanted to re-roll anyway, right?
Yeah, right? We were just talking about backup characters just a minute ago.
I'm
You're not
prepared
happy,
for it. You're just gonna run right up to it with this dash action, shield and warhammer in hand.
How far is it?
From you,
It
5,
took
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Okay.
Yeah, it literally took me all full movement just to get to him.
Braylon, you're up.
All right. I am going to. Let's try to read this, but let's see. I'll move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I can see him from here.
Yeah, you can see up the steps. It's a fairly large thing.
Yeah, try huge. It's 15 by 15. Shit.
It did say it was a frost giant.
I took a picture of the token and sent it to Rachel along with the text message that said, fuck. I got back, ah!
Let's see. I think. Is that out of range for me? No, it's in range. I'm gonna do my only offensive range spell, which is Thornwhip.
Oh,
That's a
yeah.
hit.
And let's see. Is there a way that I can pull on its axe whenever I do it, or did I need to declare that beforehand?
If that's what you want, roll at disadvantage.
Okay, I'll just roll again.
Okay.
Can I rip his axe out of his arm?
Now I want to do a contested. So you are able to hit that, but you still gotta have the strength to rip it out of its arm. So you need to do a contested athletics check.
Oh dear, the
Just
Giants.
do
This is not gonna.
against the frost giant. Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, right.
Hopefully he rolls really badly.
I knew I should have used guidance. Well, you got your wish. I rolled really badly.
Oh yeah.
Figure I'd just show you that. Yeah, you grab it, and you go to yank, and like you don't even budge. So like
You're practically
Can-
pulled towards it.
Can I keep it in my hand though, and keep it ensnared, and then ask Wolfric to come pull on it?
I don't know how well Thornwhip would like. It's a spell. I don't think Thornwhip pertains. So you would have to recast it.
Do you get to do your damage or?
Well,
No. He wanted to go for
Okay.
that.
Okay.
I went for the weapon, so I'm not hitting him.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Well, anyway, I guess that's my turn.
Wolfric.
So I am going to move my 30 here. Now, okay, so you've put his size there, so I cannot reach him from there because of his size.
Well, I mean, he had to move up 5 more feet.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm at my man, and there's no way I can increase my movement by sprinting or anything.
You can, but it uses your action.
Spear or something you can throw at him?
I would have to stow the axe and pull out a javelin just to be able to throw that.
You just draw the javelin as you're running up there and chuck it at him. You can carry your axe in one hand and still throw
That's
it.
true.
You just can't
All right,
attack
so-
with it.
I'm going to pull out a javelin and throw it at the
All right.
frost giant. Let's see. Javelin.
Oh, that's a really bad.
Nope.
Yeah, you get up close, and this thing is just huge, and you gotta throw it up at its face, and you just right over into the
Right through the
ceiling.
rib cage.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want.
Yeah.
You're like used to the meaty parts of the creature, and you're like, I aimed for center mass.
So I just want to clarify, Will.
Yeah,
You want to get it to swing at you.
correct. But I took the dodge action, so
Okay.
it should have disadvantage to hit me.
I want you to roll, not roll, highs or lows to see if you successfully.
Taunted this thing.
Taunted this
I'm
thing.
gonna go with highs this time around.
The dice not in your favor.
Ah, man. I was
And it's
hoping.
going to swing, crack,
Ah, crap.
swing, crack.
Ah, crap. No.
Sorry, I meant to say 4 hits, not 2.
Oh, okay.
'Cause I meant
Two
to say
rounds.
Two
two
turns.
rounds.
Okay.
Not paying attention that it had multi-attack.
Okay. Gotcha.
To the ice. And then, oops, I saw the giant spider on here. Toshiro, you're back up.
All right. Well, since that didn't work the way I intended it to work, we're gonna go ahead and. Do I have to like? I don't want to hit the ice. Do I have to like climb? Can I like climb up the ice to like hit the skeleton itself?
You find like a spot between where he's, broken away some of the ice to like swing at his lower half.
All right, let's do this. All right, we're gonna go ahead and. What in the world?
Yes.
That is horrible, Toshiro. My God, I don't even know. Yeah, I got nothing. I don't want to action surge on a miss. So, yeah, that's it. I just clank, hit some ice, and just... I'm going to move, though. I do want to kind of, like, at least get on the opposite side of him.
Okay.
So he's got to, like, potentially fight 2 targets, you know?
And that's your turn?
Yep, that's all I got.
Urine, you're up.
Podge.
Not a pooping.
Rolled a 3 to hit.
Just gonna swing at him with the warhammer. Hey,
Can you like move to the right side of him?
I'll think about it.
Ooh, and he's vulnerable to bludgeoning. Oh, that's right, because he's a skeleton. I don't have any bludgeoning.
Roll a a perception there, Urine. Your Warhammer seems to hit this thing a lot harder than you expected it to.
He just flexes and thinks it's all him.
Rah!
Braylon.
Alright. I'm going to use my bonus action to transform into a dire wolf.
Okay. Go get a dire wolf.
Woof. Hey, you have one in the other cave.
I removed it off the tracker.
No, the token still should be in the other cave, right? Grab that one.
No, because I deleted it off the tracker, so it
Oh.
deletes off the map. That's okay. I can boop, put it back in there. It's the easiest way.
As soon as the dire wolf bounds into the cave, Shear's like, "Yes, I made a friend."
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't see.
Nope.
Oh, you can't.
I have no idea. So Tashiro thinks it's his wolf friend coming to save his ass right now.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Wolves get, what, 40?
50.
Or 50? Okay. So I'm good. I run up to the side here, and then I need to get that here. And then because I have an ally nearby, I get advantage. And then I use. Is he, since he's frozen, is he prone?
Actually,
What?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Let me double check because it didn't.
He's
say that
restrained
way.
though.
But his lower half was only
Oh,
restrained.
okay.
Like he.
Gotcha.
Let me double check.
'Cause we could have
Because
been hitting with an advantage this whole time. Damn it!
That's what I was thinking. No, next turn though.
No. Unless he attacks one of us.
Yes, it was like down on its knees.
No.
So we'll go ahead and quickly roll an attack. Real
You're
quick, 'cause
fine. You're fine. I don't.
If you want.
I'm gonna do it, but yeah.
There you
see? 23. Minimum damage.
Alright, so let me go ahead and roll with
Advantage,
my
anyways.
fight. Yeah.
Whoa!
Alright, well,
I guess the dog doesn't want a bone.
Give the dog a bone.
Well, Frank, you are up.
Now I'm going to rage.
That's your bonus action.
Yep. That's a +2. I am going to move forward and attack with my great axe. Is that at advantage too?
Yes, you do not have to use your
reckless.
Yes.
to
All right.
advantage.
Oh yeah!
Dang! Is that a critical?
Yes.
Yes.
And you roll the damage right over him, it'll double the damage for you.
Ooh.
Plus another 2.
Oh,
Man.
12. A 14.
16.
plus 2 from your rage.
16.
Yes, 16. Yes.
Just so you guys
Alright.
know, this thing is way outside of our challenge rating, but that's okay.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
We're going to keep going until one of us, or 6 of us, drop.
The frost giant goes up and swing, swing. At that last swing, the ice shatters
Shit.
and it stands up. At this point, you no longer have advantage on your attacks.
Crap.
What advantage?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, I do.
You do. Well, and Wolfric can if he wants.
Yeah. Yes. One.
Toshiro, you see that ice just shatter in that one hit. It stands up.
Oh boy. Now I know we're in for it. Let's go ahead and do what we can to this thing. Really? I'm gonna action surge because I.
Piss.
Yeah.
Even with that other bad roll, you still hit.
Minimum damage
Damn.
again. What is going on? To Shiro. Friggin'. That's all I got. Dang it.
All right. Urine.
Alright. I'm gonna do something. Seeing the hefty damage Sheeran could do, he's going to drop his shield
Oh.
and two-hand the Warhammer.
Ooh.
Now, if only you had them all.
Yeah.
You do hit though.
Oh.
We're all stuck in.
Uh,
And let's see. That's it.
as you like smash some like piece fragments of these giant bones start to fall to the floor.
Ooh, good.
I say small fragments here.
Okay. It's fine. It's fine.
Splinters.
Not near death fragments.
Damn.
Just splinters.
I'll take it anyway.
Well, let's see if my dog can get a bone. Let's see. We're gonna go ahead and attack with a mighty bite attack. Here we go.
Hey,
There we
you
go.
hit.
So then I'm gonna go for damage. Then I'm gonna see if I can knock him prone.
Strength saving throw? It probably is gonna.
Hey, he failed. I know. That's
You grabbed the femur and like ripped it out of him. Kaboom!
Now you don't need to use your reckless blow. He's knocked down again.
Yay!
You're up.
All right. Great axe once again.
Oh,
Miss.
dang it.
Oh!
Did you roll advantage?
He did.
Yeah.
Darn.
Rolled a 5 and a 6.
Yeah. A 5 and a 6. Not gonna look
Alright.
good.
Uh-oh, who's gonna die?
He's got 4 targets. We're gonna start with Will as number 1 and go clockwise.
Whew.
4. Wolfric. I am so sorry, my friend.
At least he's raging and takes half damage.
That is true.
Hey.
And you didn't have to wreck.
How's it
It
going?
stood up, to clarify.
Huh?
It
We're
hits.
still in the middle of battle.
Oh, I thought that was damage. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah,
See if you can jump that. I don't care.
So remember, I have resist.
Okay.
What kind of damage?
damage.
Ow.
Luckily.
Yes, it is half because it is slashing, and I have resistance to that while raging.
Yeah, but that's
But-
still friggin' 13 points of damage, bro.
And
Still
then
half your health.
I know. What's that?
Oh no!
The second hit.
Oh, phew.
for 7.
That's 20 points of damage in a round.
Yeah.
No.
We are way out of our class here, guys.
Toshiro, you're up.
Seeing the massive blows that this particular creature is doing. What's above its head?
The ceiling?
Yeah, like, is there a stalactite or stalagmite?
Nope.
Nothing.
Nope.
Nothing up there.
Nope. There's nothing up there.
God, forsaken. Does it look like we're harming this creature enough to, like, I don't know, survive?
It looks.
Now, could it have attacked twice while prone?
It stood up.
Yeah, it stood up.
It stood back up. Okay.
I never removed the prone condition, but it did stand up.
Toshiro is going to try to time his strike. Toshiro is going to wait until after the wolf attacks it because he saw that it went down when the wolf hit it. So he's going to strategically try to align his strike, regardless of whether or not the giant goes down. I'm going to attack after the wolf attacks.
Okay.
But my goal would be to get the advantage due to the prone.
Take it 17 has entered the chat.
17 has dropped in because she just got home from work. So
Hey, at least there might be one party member surviving.
that's my readying the attack action should this thing, as soon as the wolf
All right.
is done. So that's it.
You're up.
Decisions.
Heal the barbarian, attack the thing.
You got healing word, don't you?
Yeah. But I'm thinking about Bane.
Ooh. It's only a D4.
What about the one that makes it run away?
Yeah.
Turn undead or something.
Yeah, but then what are we going to do? Just stand here for a minute? Because we can't attack it.
Oh.
Because if it takes
Well,
damage.
wouldn't it try to run away from all of us, allowing all of us to get attacks of opportunity?
Nope.
It has to be voluntary.
It's not running
Oh,
of its own free will.
never mind.
Yeah. If we could hit it, that'd be great. Yeah, I'm just going to whack it.
Whack-a-bone.
Hit.
Go
Do
there.
not be a 1.
Yeah.
That's better.
It didn't apply vulnerable.
It did not.
Did you remove vulnerable and prone?
It shouldn't have been together, but I'll re-add. Yeah, it's not there anymore. Hold on. Condition. Vulnerable. Where is?
And then after my swing, I come down, point toward Wolfric, and say, "Do not fall."
Wolfric gained 6 healing.
Yay!
Took 20 points of damage, gained 6 back. But that's like 12 when you think about it.
I'm just gonna manually add the additional 8 while you guys do your turns.
All right.
Um,
Then I'm
open
gonna.
up maps and search for Cauldron Caves. 17.
We really don't know how to use this program, so
Hold on. I can just go. Hold on. Sharing. Share record. Oh, it should.
Let's go.
Wait,
I'm gonna do my turn.
Yeah, but now it's not sharing with somebody else. Who's it not sharing with?
I don't know. I have it.
Sometimes it
I mean-
lies. Alright, so attack with advantage. Bite?
Yeah.
So close.
That's what I'm talking about. He's probably going to make his save this time around, but that's fine.
Let's hope he doesn't.
Yeah,
he
that's
did.
fine. That's fine. All right, Chihiro's ready to action triggers. I roll a natural 1, so it's fine.
I'm laughing because I'm dying inside.
You're laughing because we're all gonna die.
Apparently.
This, I will tell you, this thing does not look very well.
Well,
Good. My turn.
Yep.
it's not-
Okay, I am going to reckless attack. So I'm going to attack with an advantage.
That sounds kind of scary,
It does sound very scary.
Shit.
Especially when that happens.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh no, we'll never make it.
Yeah, you know, there's three other targets. Maybe it'll change its mind between the two. Who knows?
Yeah, because obviously, I'm not doing any damage.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's not threatening.
That's what
at
I was.
all.
Neither am
The other
I.
one
I'm stabbing
backing
at the ice
bones
right
off.
now. Doing an ice pick maneuver.
All right, it's its turn. It has its target, and it is going to swing at its target. That's who it chose, and
Oh, no.
it does have advantage. Let me roll one more time, just in case it's a crit. Nope.
Jeez.
Plus a 9, Jesus.
I know, that's what I'm talking about.
3
Oh
dice.
my gosh.
Okay.
Jiminy
You take
crickets.
15 points of damage. And go unconscious. Not dead. Unconscious.
Yeah, you probably should have saved that heal for whenever he fell.
It's going to turn to the
Yikes.
other 3 conscious creatures. We'll start again. 4 will just be a reroll.
Oh gosh.
That's a 4, so. Really, I'm not gonna tell
2.
No!
God.
Not to Shiro. No.
Now you get.
Shiro, it is going to take its second swing at you.
Oh god.
I am
Plus-
sorry, my friend.
That's alright. It is what it is.
19.
Holy shit balls.
Yep.
Shiro's going down. Oh my god. 2 life left. 2.
Boom.
And then it is
So-
Shiro's turn.
Okay.
Should I roll initiative?
No, I have something planned for you, Rachel.
Okay.
So, and we'll be done once this fight's over for the night. So,
right.
I have something for you.
I'm not
Okay.
sure how to use Second Wind, but I gain 1d10 plus your fighter level. So, do I just roll 1d10 and add 2 to it?
Go for it.
Alright, I'm gonna do that. Bonus
Yeah, I'll
action.
set that up as well.
Bonus action. I regain 4 hit points. Wow.
Well, it kind of doesn't matter how much, right?
Yeah.
That thing rolls 3 dice per swing.
So I don't know. Can you put 4 back on
I
my
can
character
fix it,
sheet?
yeah.
All
I
right.
can just change it 18.
All right, and then Budge or Rooney. Even with +9, like I want to try the same. Shit balls.
I wish that other wolf had joined us.
Yeah, me too. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and try to attack this thing.
You hit.
Woohoo! And then the katana.
Then you do 1 damage.
No, 9 this time around. All right.
It sees its life flash. Well, it doesn't have life.
Oh.
Flash before its eyes. Like you see it's kind of like waver and about to fall, and it quickly pulls it back together.
Oh, come on!
Urine.
Just gonna keep on going.
Swing bad and a miss.
Miss. No!
Alright.
Wait. Anything else,
Pick up
Jurgen?
Wolfric.
Are you sure you want to bring him up just to take another hit and die?
Well, he can attack.
Oh, sorry.
What are you doing?
Yeah, if you.
Whew. 7 points of healing.
Yay!
All right. Anything else, Jaren?
I ain't got anything else. I really want him to hit me though.
All right. I know why.
You want what? You want to die?
No, it's the reaction he's got.
Oh,
All right. So it's my turn.
yep.
So I'm gonna go ahead and bite.
Hit him! Yes!
I'm gonna rip his
Bite?
bones out.
And you get yourself a nice big rib bone.
Yes!
Oh, we did it! Wow!
Kill the giant! Kill the giant!
Oh my gosh. Wow.
You got yourself a nice big rib bone, and you just rip it out. And as soon as you rip that rib out, the whole thing crumbles to the ground.
Like a
And I
dog just
sit
grabs it
there
and
with
starts
a
shaking
giant
it.
bone in my mouth, and my tail is just wagging like crazy.
Toshiro is just like stabbing the skull over and over and over again. It's like, just obliterating it's just pieces. Oh. Wow.
That is a nerve-wracking fight.
Yeah, I think this is a good opportunity for us to take a long rest here. Oh my goodness.
Yep, that way we can wake up and all the other skeletons will be awake.
I only need 4 hours.
At this point, we will call it a night.
Okay. That's fair.
Alright.
Oh, smokes, that was insane. Wow.
So are we gonna take this as a long rest too? So when we come back we'll be
Not yet. Nope. We will schedule a long rest when we come back.
okay.
Well, that was fun and exciting.
Ouch!
Give me ownership of Toshiro and Wolfric, and I'll go ahead and start programming, scripting, whatever you call it.
Oh, thank you.
So 2 weeks from today is Christmas Eve.
I'm still willing to play.
I mean, I that means nothing to me. So
Well, I want to check to make sure nobody has Christmas Eve planned.
I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will at our house.
Yeah, I don't know what we have planned. I usually don't know until like 3 days before.
I don't have to work that day.
You don't have to work that day.
I'm one of the lucky few.
We could do like Thanksgiving, do the Wednesday before.
Well, oh yeah. What is everybody's Christmas Eve?
The 23rd.
I'm cool.
I'm cool.
Rachel,
Same.
what about Christmas Eve? Do you have to work?
Christmas Eve.
23rd.
I'm looking right now.
Hey,
And we can do it like Thanksgiving. If we got to start later, we can.
everybody say bye so I can stop the recording.
Bye.
bye.
Bye.